Hey guys, I did not get very far in our Zoom meeting this morning, so I just wanted to finish up a few things with you. So we started talking about tax. So let's say you want to go to the mall and buy jeans that were $26 and the sales tax is 7%. Now, when you calculate sales tax, you always want to turn that percent into a decimal. The question is, what is the total price of the jeans, including sales tax? So you are going to multiply 26 times, and of course you can drop all those zeros after the decimal. Not 7, but 0.07. So 26 times 0.07 is $1.82. So that's just for sales tax, okay? Then I'm going to add back the sell price of the jeans and add that 26 to $1.82, and I'll pay $27.82 at the cash register. Now there's two ways to think about this. Either you're just paying 7% and then you're adding back the jeans price. But think about it this way. Think about that $26 for the jeans is 100% of the price, plus you have to pay 7% more for sales tax. And really what you're paying is 107% of $26. So if you'll think of that as 107%, this two-step equation becomes a one-step equation. Instead of having to multiply and then add, if you'll simply multiply the price of the jeans by 1.07, because this is 107% is 1.07. If you think I have to pay 107% of $26, then you can do this in one step. 1.07 times $26 is the same answer as $27.82. Now that's only if they ask what's the total price. If the question is what is the sales price, how much sales tax will you pay? Then you have to do it this way. You have to find just 7% of the price. But if they skip that part and said, hey, what is the total price including sales tax? You can make this a one-step problem instead of a two-step problem. All right, you are going to buy a pair of pants for $25.99. The sales tax where you live is 7%. What would be the total cost of the pair of pants? So what percent of the original price of the pants will I pay? I will pay 100% of $25.99. 100% of $25.99 is $25.99. Plus, I'm going to pay 7%. So what percent of the total price will I pay? I'll pay 107% of the original price. Does that make sense? Okay, which I didn't figure out what it is, but you have a calculator. Javier wants to buy a new television, which is priced at $319.99. He must pay 7.5% sales tax. What percent of the price will he pay at the cash register? So this is 100% of the price, plus he has to pay 7.5%. So 100 plus 7.5% is 107.5%. So the total price, including sales tax, I'm going to turn this into a decimal. I'm going to move my decimal 2 places to the right, which is 1.0. Did I say right? I meant left. 2 places to the left. So 1.075 times 319.99. I'm just going to put all that in my calculator. 1.075 times 319.99. So at the cash register, I would pay $343, and this is what my calculator says. So what is that 9 going to do to my 8? Round to the nearest penny when we're using money. The answer is $343.99. That's how much I'm going to pay. Let's look at the next one. Ginger wants to buy a new book bag, which is priced at $72. She must pay 9% sales tax. So different counties have different tax percents. What percent of this price will she pay? Well, she'll pay 100% of this price plus 9% sales tax. So she will pay 109% of 72. So I'm going to turn my 100. What is the total price? I'm going to turn 109 into a decimal, 1.09. I'm going to multiply it by $72. So 1.09 times $72 is $78.48. All right, you're going to buy a pair of sunglasses for $12.99. The sales tax where you live is 9.2. What percent of the original price will you pay? You'll pay 109.2%. Then to do the next part, I turn it into a decimal. I move my decimal 2 places to the left, which is 1.092 times 12.99. And my answer is 1.092 times 12.99 equals $14.185. What does 5 do to my 8? It turns it into a 9. So to the nearest penny, I'm going to pay $14.19. You're going to buy 7 pairs of socks for $5.99 each. The sales tax where you live is 5%. What would be the total cost of the socks? So first of all, I'm going to pay 7. I'm going to multiply 7 times $5.99. And now I'm going to take that total price and multiply it by 105%, which is 1.05. So I'm going to put all of that in my calculator. 7 pairs at $5.99 each times 105% of my original price. And I get, in all, I would pay $44.03 because my calculator says 0 to 6. I know a 6 turns a 2 into a 3. So this is my cost. All right, I want you guys to answer number try this number 3 on your own, and I want you to send me the answer via chat, and I will tell you if you are correct or you need to try it again. All right, so a lot of times we'll add or subtract percentages to find the total cost. Examples of percents that add to the cost. So a lot of times in order to find the tax, people will do the tax separately, and then they'll add it to the original. If someone's leaving a tip, they'll figure out the tip. If you're sitting in a restaurant and you got to pay tip, they'll figure that out separately and add it to the total, interest, markup. Example of percents that subtract from cost. Now these things all make the price that you pay higher. Sometimes you get to pay less than the original cost. When something is on discount, when you have a coupon, if there's a sale in the store, it might say 30% off, or if there's a markdown sale. All right, so here it says a movie ticket is regularly priced at $9.50. Every Tuesday, the movie theater offers a 20% off discount on tickets purchased for the evening movies. If you use the discount, what is the sell price of the ticket? So you can take the original price and find out what is 20% of that price and then subtract it. So the price minus the discount. So first thing we're going to do is find the discount. We can either use a proportion. We can do this, our percent, 20 over, let's see, the whole price is $9.50. We could do 20 over 100. The whole price is 9.5 or 9.50, and we don't know our sales price. Or we can just turn our percent into a decimal, 9.5, and multiply it by 0.20 or 0.2. So 9.5 times 0.2, they're going to take away $1.90 from the price. Okay, And that's what we got here as well. So once we subtract $1.90 from $9.50, we find out the sale price is $7.60. The price went down because it was on sale. All right, so same scenario, but you can think of it a little different to trade that two-step problem in for a one-step problem. You can think of the discount in this way. If the movie theater takes 20% off the original price, what percent of the price will I pay? Well, if $9.50 is 100% of the price, and they're going to remove 20% of the price, then I'm going to pay 80% of the original price. I will pay 80% of the original price, which means all I have to do is multiply my price, 9.50 or 9.5 times 0.80 or 0.8. And immediately in one step, I get the answer of $7 and what was it? I forgot the answer. Oh, I thought I had it. $7.60. All right, so do you see how we did that in one step instead of two steps? If they're taking 20% off, that means you're subtracting 20% from 100% of the price. Look at this one. If a store has a 20% off sale, how much of the original price of an item would I pay? Well, if the original item means it's 100% of the price, we're taking away 40% of the price, which means we're going to pay 60% of the original price. If I bought a new pair of boots and the original price was $110, what would be the sale price of the boots? Well, if they're going to take 40% off, I know I'm paying 60% of 110. So I'm going to turn 60% into 0.6 or 0.60. So I'm going to multiply 110 times 0.6. 0.6 and 0.60 is the same number. And I get $66. I'm going to pay $66. That's the sale price. If the store has a clearance sale on the boots and the sale price is 40% of the original price, what would be the price of the boots? Now, this is a little different. They're saying here, I'm going to take 40% off the original price. This one says 40% of the original price. That means you're only paying 40% of the original price, not 40% off. So here we're paying 60%, which is 40% off of 100. But when it says 40% of the original price, we're just finding 40% of 110. So 110 times 0.40 is a great price at $44. That's why it says clearance. Okay, so you got to read it carefully. If it's off, you subtract. If it's of, you don't subtract. You just find what it's telling you. All right, when you guys go out to eat to a restaurant, people are expected to pay the server a tip. Tip ranges between $10. If you're unsatisfied, you should still tip though, because the waitresses and waiters make very little money per hour. Even if you're unhappy, you should still leave 10%. That's a very bad tip, but you're sending your point. If they did a fair job, you say pay about 15%. If they served you very well, you were happy, 18% of your price, and exceptional service, 20% of your bill. So if your family ate at Red Lobster and the bill was $75.20, the server provided good service, I was satisfied. They did a good job. What percent tip should you or family leave? We should leave an 18% tip of $75.20. What would be the total your family would pay for the meal, including sales tax and an 18% tip? Well, they actually add sales tax before you pay your tip. So when you tip, you're actually paying on sales tax also. So the first thing I want to do is find out what is 106% of $75.20, because remember, I'm paying 100% of my meal plus 6% sales tax, which is 106%. So I'm going to turn 106 into 1.06. I'm going to multiply the price of my meal times 1.06 to get my sales tax, 75.20 times 1.06. So my meal with sales tax is $79.71. Now I'm going to pay my 18% tip. So once again, this is my new price. This is 100% of my price that I owe right now. Plus, I'm going to leave 18% of it, which is a total of 118% of this number. So 118% as a decimal is 1.18. So now I want to know what is 118% of $79.71. So I'm multiplying that by 1.18. And my answer is, oops, I got the wrong, I typed it in my calculator wrong, times 1.18. My answer is $94.06. That's how much my meal with sales tax, including an 18% tip. That's a lot of money, guys. It's almost 20 bucks. So when you go out to eat, just because you're like, oh my gosh, we can eat here for $20. If you're sitting at a restaurant, it's going to cost you quite a bit more than that. All right, so you guys try that and make sure it makes sense to you. Make sure you can do it by yourself. Here's a few more problems I want you guys to try on your own. I'd love for you to let me know if you got good answers and what they are, and I can tell you if you're right or not. But hopefully I've given you enough information and enough examples that you can do these on your own. All right, guys. Well, let me know if you have any questions or if I can help you, and I hope y'all have a great day. I will see you later.